I am not surprised at all. Nate Jones, former pad man for Floyd Mayweather, comes out on his YouTube channel and speaks about the day that he's seen Floyd Mayweather spar Errol Spence. And the interesting thing about what Nate Jones said, he gives a much more detailed, a much more enlightened account of the event. And he said that regardless of what people want to say about Errol Spence going in there and dominating Floyd and giving Floyd a black eye and doing all this other stuff, he says that he doesn't remember anything like that. And he says that it's not true. He says that he remembers Floyd Mayweather hurting Errol Spence and almost knocking him out. He said Errol Spence gave him good work and he did a good job, but he wasn't rattled in the boxing match like Floyd rattled Errol Spence and almost knocked him out completely, hitting him with an uppercut. Now, in the article it says that Errol Spence got on Twitter to basically denounce that happened, basically saying it was all cap. I don't know, I didn't find the tweet, but you know, I'm pretty sure it's probably out there. And what I have to say about that is simply this. I have said this for quite some time now. I told you guys that I don't believe that Floyd Mayweather, Errol Spence, domination, black eye, legendary sparring rumor. I told you I've been stopped believing that because I started putting stuff together and it just wasn't flushing out that it could possibly be true to me because I wasn't seeing it, you know? And I have no doubt that Errol Spence got hurt by Floyd Mayweather. I don't. I told people before that I know, but I know that those Floyd Mayweather boxing rumors was an engineered help ploy to give Errol Spence some steam, some clout, and some prestige behind his name. Because like I said before, that's where all the truth and all that stuff comes from. It didn't come from stuff that he actually earned doing in the ring that y'all see. Y'all was calling him that before he even proved it or showed it. Okay? And that was based off of the Floyd Mayweather sparring rumors. But here Nate Jones is telling you that nothing like that happened. And Floyd almost knocked Errol out, hurt him. Now, this is the thing. A lot of people gonna call cap. A lot of people say, oh, he lying, he this, he this. He ain't got no reason to lie. He don't. Nate don't got no reason to lie. He ain't been a person that's come across with you that needs attention for what he says or something like that. Nate is Nate. Nate have always spoke his mind and what he really thinks. And he's humble and as respectful as you could be about it. So when I heard this, I don't doubt it because this is what I always felt and knew. I was like, there's no way. You sitting up here struggling with Mikey Garcia, you can't put him out, you know what I'm saying? And all this other stuff, but you dominated Floyd. I wasn't seeing it. So I don't doubt it at all, but that was no different from when PBC linked Adrian Broner and Floyd Mayweather together. That was strategic. That was on purpose. That was to help give Adrian Broner his push. And had Adrian Broner stayed focused, he would be exactly what they set out to be. He'd be bigger than Tank right now. But that was all designed. You know what I'm saying? Putting Floyd with Adrian Broner. That was all designed. And the whole Errol Spence, Black and Floyd Mayweather eye, that was designed too. But I do want to point out this. People always want to talk about how Floyd got an ego and Floyd this and Floyd that. I want people to keep this in mind. Floyd allowed that to be said about him, knowing it wasn't true. You want to know why he did that at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day, that was him helping build up a premier champion fighter, which he has a stake in the company and with Al. So he allowed that to be like that. Because he's he's been aware since watching how they build, whether you like it or not, how they built Manny Pacquiao's name up off of Floyd. They would figure that they would do the same thing, but in-house. That's the same thing they did with Broner. That's the same thing that they did with Errol, and that's the same thing that they did with Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Since everybody else was using Floyd's name as like clout chasing and to get attention and stuff like that, they allowed it to be used on their side of the fence for their fighters. You know, that was all strategic. All of it. You know what I'm saying? Heyman comes from the entertainment world, so he know what he's doing. He know what's up. You know, but all that was strategic. But like I said, I'm pretty sure they're going to call Nate Jones this. He going to be that. They probably going to talk about his family if they get a chance. Talk about him, call him fat. You know, say this and that. And all that stuff is irrelevant to the fact that that man was there and you wasn't. And there's no incentive for him to lie. He doesn't have to lie, because after watching Errol Spence and what's been going on, you know something ain't matching up right. Something just is not matching up right. And you know that. That's why I started saying, and matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I was if not the only one, I was the first one to say that I don't believe that fucking rumor is true at all. If I'm not the only, I'm one of the first ones that was questioning that. I was like, nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I've always looked at it just as a tool to hype his name up, because I'm not seeing it in the real world. I'm not seeing it up under the bright lights. I'm not seeing that. Him being an aggressor and you know what I'm saying, come forward fight, that ain't nothing new for Floyd. Floyd's always been in the ring with people that's more powerful than him, that press and come forward and something like that. That ain't nothing new. What does Errol possess that's so much different from anybody else? I've never seen it. That's just my opinion. You know? But, like I said, it's all coming unraveled at the end of the day, because, you know, that's the thing about truth. It will always find its way to the surface eventually. If you give it enough time, it'll always come back to the surface. That's why lies and fronts, they're always temporary. They never last forever. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, the real always comes back to the surface. Just like a building or a house that you don't tend to, nature will always return unless you keep it in check. You know? So, I don't doubt it. It sounded about right to me. I'm not shocked. It just confirms what I've always thought and felt in the first place. So, it is what it is. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.